This Filipino boy's voice changed the game forever, loudly crying sparkles, AGT 2025 Golden Buzzer. From the moment 10-year-old Eli Ramos stepped onto the America's Got Talent stage, something about him made the entire audience go silent. It wasn't just the way he clutched the microphone with trembling hands or the shy smile he offered the judges, it was the quiet strength in his eyes, the kind that comes from someone who has lived far beyond his years. And yet, no one knew his story. Not yet. Eli had grown up in a small coastal town in the Philippines, where the sound of waves blended with the songs his late grandmother used to hum. She had always told him, "Your voice is a gift, Eli. Use it to make people feel loved, even when the world feels cold." After she passed away, her words became his compass. He sang at local gatherings, at school talent shows, and sometimes, alone on the beach where the sky met the sea, his favorite place to feel close to her. When his father surprised him with an audition trip to the US, Eli didn't see it as a shot at fame. He saw it as a chance to honor her. But walking onto the grand AGT stage was nothing like singing to the ocean. The bright lights, the cheering crowd, the three iconic judges, it was overwhelming. Still, Eli took a deep breath, imagining his grandmother's hand on his shoulder. "Whenever you're scared," she used to say, "choose courage. Someone out there needs your song." And so he lifted his head and faced the world. When Simon asked, "What will you be singing for us today?" Eli's answer surprised everyone. "I'm singing a song my grandma used to love," he said softly. It helped her smile, even when she was sick. The simplicity of his words made the room grow still. There was something pure, almost sacred, about his sincerity. Then the music began, gentle, fragile, and Eli opened his mouth. What came out wasn't just a voice. It was a story, a prayer, a memory wrapped in melody. His tone was crisp but warm, raw yet angelic, the kind of voice that seemed to rise from somewhere deeper than the lungs, from love, from loss, from hope that refuses to die. People leaned forward instinctively, drawn in as if by invisible threads. Audience members who had never met him felt tears forming. Even the judges, known for their composure, were visibly moved. Halfway through the performance, something unexpected happened. The lights flickered slightly, creating a soft halo around Eli. But instead of faltering, he grew stronger. His voice soared higher, fuller, as if carried by someone unseen. It was as though the moment itself had chosen him. Suddenly, a small gasp echoed from the back row. An elderly woman, frail and trembling, had started crying uncontrollably. The ushers moved toward her, but she waved them off. Through her tears, she whispered, "That's the song my husband used to sing to me before he passed." The people around her fell silent, watching her rock gently as she clutched her chest. Eli didn't see her, but somehow, it felt like he was singing directly to her heart. As his final note lingered in the air, the entire auditorium erupted into applause. People stood to their feet almost instinctively, as if paying tribute to something sacred. But Eli didn't celebrate. He simply bowed his head, eyes closed, whispering one quiet word, "Lola." Then came an unexpected shift. Simon Cowell, known for being tough, for rarely showing emotion, slowly stood up. His eyes glistened, not with sadness, but with awe. He pressed both hands on the table, took a breath, and said, "Eli, sometimes a performance doesn't just entertain us. It heals us. And today, you healed everyone in this room." The crowd gasped as he reached forward and slammed the golden buzzer. Gold confetti exploded from above, swirling around Eli like a storm of blessings. He covered his mouth in disbelief. His father rushed onto the stage, lifting him in an embrace that said everything words couldn't. Backstage, cameras caught the elderly woman wiping her tears and whispering, thank you for bringing him back to me for just a moment." But the story didn't end with the applause or the confetti. Later that night, as the AGT team interviewed Eli, they asked him what the golden buzzer meant to him. He didn't talk about winning, or fame, or dreams of success. Instead, he said, "If my voice made even one person feel less alone, then that's enough. That's all I want." His words stunned the crew into silence. It wasn't just his voice that changed the game, it was his heart. What happened next would touch millions around the world. Clips of his performance, and of the elderly woman in the audience, went viral. People shared stories of their own loved ones, their own losses, their own memories that music had brought back to life. Communities rallied, families healed, strangers comforted each other. And in the center of it all stood Eli, a boy who didn't see himself as a star, only as a messenger. His story reminded the world of something profoundly simple: kindness, sincerity, and love can change lives in ways we never expect. Sometimes, the smallest voices create the biggest echoes. And as Eli continued his AGT journey, one message followed him everywhere. You don't need to be older or richer or stronger to make a difference. You just need a heart brave enough to share its song.